So this was the epitome of the worst that could happen.
Everyone has a day they'll never forget.
It was emotional because I grew up in that neighborhood where Santos was shot.
Rene Martinez was just 24 when his mother, Maria Villasana, approached him with a challenge.
What are you going to do about it?
That was the question that would spark change.
We had the meetings immediately.
A young Rene organized protests.
And our community is very, very upset over the transparency.
And day after day, the community's anger grew.
It was a march of justice for 12-year-old Santos Rodriguez.
Because I was the youngest and dumbest, I was the one that was asked to lead the march.
4 days after Santos' death, Rene led thousands on a peaceful march down Commerce Street.
Huge turnout in the march, and the riot itself was also very unfortunate in a way because it turned into a riot.
But as the march ended, another group arrived.
They were angry, they were much more vocal, and they couldn't really be controlled.
They burned up a squad car, blew up a motorcycle, and tore through storefronts, leaving a trail of destruction.
That was the epitome of anger and what people were feeling that day.
That was the beginning of the Chicano movement in North Texas, followed by years of marches, meetings, and calls for accountability.
So we did get some outcomes, and it was the beginning of the type of police reform that we now have.
This has been Rene's life's work, decades of activism and leadership with LULAC because of the question that followed tragedy.
But what are you going to do about it? It's like my mother said to me when I was 23 years old, what are you going to do about it, Rene?
Rene's focus now, educating our youth.
We can't afford to forget that day, but more importantly, that it should never happen again.